We are live, Kane's Corner. We have a special guest. Well, to be honest, I thought it was a little more special. I may have got a little duped here, but that's okay. We're going to bring him on. He's a Minifan who knows another Minifan. I was told best friends. We got a little bit of a different answer, but that's okay. We're going to bring him on. We're going to have a good time. I also had asked Jackson if he wanted to come on for a few minutes. He declined. I don't know. He's working. Seems like he has plenty of time to jump on, John's show every time it's on. But hey, listen, I understand. I'm just kidding, Jackson. So we're going to bring him on. Let's get him on here. Brandon from Connecticut. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, Kane? How's it going?
Good. So how long have you been a fan of the show?
So I've listened to Kirk since EEI days, probably close to 10 years, but the show itself, I've been there since the first episode. So what's it going on, 5 years now?
Yeah. So you watched during the EEI days. You came in. You're from Connecticut. So we'll just go straight. I was going to do a little more of a setup here, but forget it now. It's a little different, but that's okay. We're gonna get going. I was told he was Andy Mayo's best friend. He's definitely not, but that's okay. We can still try to dig some information out.
There's a little bit of sarcasm in there, I guess, in Twitter that didn't really translate.
No,
I was just busting some balls, really.
That's okay. He did mention you said on the show. He mentioned who you were.
Yeah. So when Andy Mayo went on the show his last time, one of his last points, he said, "Oh, my friend Brandon wants to come in, or you guys should have my friend Brandon in." And as soon as he said it, the YouTube started going down.
Okay.
So it was funny because it just got glossed over. And I'm sitting there watching the YouTube stream, and I feel like he's about to say it. And then I'm like, what the heck happened? Is it down? I'm like, did the world just end? Everybody was just distracted with the YouTube stuff. Kirk was like asking what was going on because the producers were like jumping around like crazy people and stuff. So it came out on the audio version, but it got kind of glossed over. And I've just been sending messages to the producers. Usually if they say, hey, we're looking for more Minifans.
Let me guess. Dave didn't respond? Dave Kane?
No responses.
No, he never responds to anything.
I think they got something against big guys, big nose guys.
Oh, Justin's a responder. Justin will get
nasally.
Back to you.
Nice, yeah. Justin seemed like he'd be more of a responder than Dave because he's kind of one of us.
So, who are some of your favorite Minifans in the world? You big sneakers guy? He likes you. He said you're a good guy.
That's good.
He thinks you're on the spectrum, but who knows?
I might be. That's okay.
All right. Yeah, it's fine.
There's room for everybody here. No, I like a lot of different people. Let's see. Lately, I'm always a Blind Mike guy.
Hot take?
Yeah, hot take there. I thought when you were on, it was pretty funny. Not exactly because you were super funny, but the questions you asked were so out of left field.
I got some good ones for the next time I'm on.
Yeah,
I actually got knocked off from Mick. I gave up my spot for the man of the hour, but to get me back on. No big deal.
Very honorable.
Yes. What is in the background there? Are those frisbees?
Yeah, disc golf.
Disc golf.
Yeah, just like Gus, Andrew Augustus. Yeah.
Yes.
But I think I'm a lot better than he is. So
you're from the same town as Andy?
Pretty close, right in the
Are you guys around the
same
age, or?
I think I'm a little younger. I'm in my early 30s. I'm guessing Mayo's closer to 40 or something like that. I don't know exactly, but
we're having no connection to Andy really. So why don't you break down what the connection is with you and Andy at all? I'm not seeing anything yet, but you did tell me a little bit behind the scenes, but I'll let you get the full story out there.
The connection with Andy is I kind of found out that he lived around my town, and then I was walking around in my town, and I just happened to see him, and I just yelled, "Hey, Mayo!" Like I didn't really know his real name or anything like that, so he did like a double take, and then he just gave me a little head nod. So I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Yeah, I told my I told my cousin, who also is also a Minute fan, I'm like, I ran into Andy Mayo in town, which is just kind of funny because even a guy like Mayo is kind of like not a star. I hate to call him a star, but he's someone that's been on the podcast a bunch, and that's a part of the world, and it's just different when you see that person in real life.
Yes, very different. The first time I met Andy Mayo, or didn't get to meet him, he was hiding in his car during COVID. So that was my first interaction that I've ever. He's reached out. I wanted to get together. Now I'm very disappointed. I was hoping for. I'm so fucking disappointed. Do you understand what you were about to serve me? Somebody that was his best friend. Do you know the kind of? Do you have any dirt you can give us? Anything? Give us something. Come on, something around town. You've heard about him. I mean, he's a very weird guy. When I first saw you, I'm like, this makes so much sense. Now I'm just disappointed. All right, no big deal. You seem fun, but give me something.
He's pretty annoying in real life.
Okay.
He asks a lot of questions.
He asked you a lot of questions. Like, what kind of questions did he ask you?
He's asking me how I became a Minifan and different stuff like that. It's pretty much what you get on the show with him. But overall, I think he's a nice enough guy.
All right, let's back it up a little. So you yelled out of the window at him. Did you pull the car over and go talk to him? Is that kind of? You said you saw him a few times in town, right?
No, I was just walking through a parking lot in my town, and I saw him with his family, and I just said, Mayo, and he gave me the head nod. So that was just walking by. And I think I just said something like, oh, I'm a fan of the show or whatever,
Okay.
Something like that.
Then
then about a month or so ago, I saw him coming out of a building, and I'm like, is that him again? So I went up and talked to him, and I was just like asking him how to get on the show. And
what did he tell you?
He said to go on the network shows. So I'm partly here because of Andy Mayo. I mean, maybe we became best friends.
Did he tell you to lie your way on? Because that's a good way to do it. I mean, that's an Andy fucking move right there, to like make up a story to get on. So I appreciate it. You got me good, man. And I'm actually I'm kind of proud that you went this route just to get on here. I appreciate that.
You shouldn't have believed that anyone was Andy Mayo's best friend, though.
It's a good point.
There's no way.
That's one of the first questions I was going to ask you is like, I couldn't believe you had a friend like this. So
no,
you got me good. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So we spoke a little bit, and that's before he mentioned my name on the show. And I think we actually might have become best friends in that moment. So I might not really be lying.
Really?
Because I think we had something.
Okay. Well, that'd be shocking because Andy's one of those guys I don't think like myself, I guess. We just don't really have a lot of allies, Mm-hmm. So what's your take on you gonna come on more shows? You thinking on going on a few more, do different things, or?
That's the plan. I mean, I might have to be more truthful from here on out, or I might have to be less sarcastic because
I think everybody knows now you're just a fucking liar, so they'll know. But then maybe that'll be your role. You'll be the guy that lies all the time, and they'll let you on, and you can just lie some more and make up. You seem like a good storyteller. You must have. What's your background? Let's just get into you because people are probably a little more interested in you.
Yeah, I'm sure they're pretty interested.
Do you live with your parents still?
I currently live with my aunt and uncle. As a true Minifan, I'm in my own little room.
Awesome.
Most Minifans don't own homes.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I live here. I'm.
What do you do for work? What's your career?
I'm a maintenance guy.
Maintenance guy. Okay.
Yep.
For like what do you do? A corporate place, a big like buildings, or small place, school? A school? I mean, you might be a dangerous school, guy. Who knows?
You see the mustache?
Yeah.
I can't really be within 100 yards of a school, at least. That's what I'm told.
This guy's got jokes. I like you. So don't say there's a lot of doxing going on around here. Trust me when I tell you, in this world. Last night was some drama. Doxing people's works, getting doxed. I tried to get Jackson to come on. He won't do it. He's running. He's hiding. But we'll just get away from that point. We'll just get to you. Maintenance. Whereabouts? Well, don't say where you work, but you know what I mean.
I work at a healthcare facility.
There you go.
It's in the Northeast Connecticut region.
Awesome. Rehab kind of place? I work at rehabs.
They have assisted living on one side, and then they also have like a rehab and more like intense
We work
care.
together. Isn't this odd?
Wow.
People are coming together. We have the same business. I work with your people all the time. We have a good relationship sometimes. They bust my balls about where I put my boxes. They're all over me to keep the kitchen, from not going down. I got 5 different guys kind of bothering me. But it's a good teamwork. The dining director and the maintenance guy, we got to be on point together. It's a team effort along with housekeeping. Am I right?
Yeah, for sure. And you got to pick it up where other people, if they're out or different stuff like that, you can have different tasks that you got to do that day to make sure it runs, because it can't really stop.
Yeah. Very true. Can't stop. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I deal with crazy people in this world. You deal with crazy people at work. You got, a girlfriend who's definitely not crazy, but I don't know. We'll just leave it at that. But what else can we talk about, Brandon? Because I had so many other questions, but I don't think you'll be able to answer them for me now. You got no dirt on Mayo.
For me,
are you a Menners or a John from Scranton guy network-wise? Are you going to go on to the Menners network? I think you could do your own show. You think you have it in you? I can see the potential. Something out there weird. Some people are calling you the Connecticut bio dude. I can see that. You could overtake as the craziest Minifan. It could happen. That's big. I'll get you on the show.
Those are high, standards for this group of people. But I can probably be the most nasally Minifan, I think, give or take.
So did you see the top 50 Minifan? I'm sorry, the KMS top 50 list.
I didn't see it, but I listened to the episode today. I listened to the episode today, so I have a general idea.
True. Did you know all the names on the list? You feel me? You've been listening since the beginning, so I'm known for quizzing people around here to see if they're lying, and we kind of know you're a liar now, so we may have to ask a few questions. Do you know who MHB is?
Mark Hannon's balls.
There you go. That's right.
I'm familiar. What was it? You're Brady. No, you're Belichick. Or no, you're Belichick.
Okay,
no, you're Parcells.
MHB is. I just saw. He just said he barely listens to the show at all. Doesn't care about the show. Actually, said he barely cares about the show, which was sad to see. Looks like Manners got that call right. You didn't see the list. Did you? You listened to it. Did you have any takeaways from the list? Anything that stood out? I mean, people that should not be on should be on.
I think
Cinema Lords, the big debate. Cinema Lords. I don't know.
Cinema Lords probably should be on for a couple different things. If you're including the network, he does a couple shows. He was on the basketball team. You got the great, the great Josh Cut, Cinema. That's a classic in the show. He's been on a bunch of times. So I think he got snubbed a little bit. The big one I thought of was Julie. Julie
dotting I's, crossing T's.
Yeah, dotting I's, crossing T's has just been irrelevant for this whole year.
She does love Kirk though, so does that give her a little more, because she's absolutely madly in love with him. You can see it in her eyes when he talks. He just melts. So maybe they were going from that route, giving her a little bit, just they want to make her feel bad. If you knock her off the list, you never know what can happen to her. So I actually thought that Kirk's take today on Josh and James making the list was insane. They were there during basketball season. That's it. Not even that long, really. I like those guys, but Jesus Christ.
You're not a big basketball guy?
I went to every game. So I loved it, but I'm just saying, as part of the show. I mean, I don't know if I could put them there, but actually the list sparked some good debate. Did you enjoy managers dropping the list? I don't know if you saw it or what your take was on that. Out of nowhere. We're going to get the full story. I hope. I
don't think he could have won. I don't think he could have won in that situation, because if he does a show on it, Kirk will probably bust his balls on it, and if he just drops it, he gets his balls busted either way. But no,
the panel didn't seem happy. I mean, I know we didn't hear much from Ned Snark. He kind of backed away quick, and probably the smart move.
Yeah.
Although the next day after, the more I look at it, I would love to see Freddie Lynn's full list. I know he's in there somewhere. He hasn't posted it. I'd be interested to see all their full listens, kind of just see how it works out. But it was some good debate, big part of the show today. So great job by Menners and crew. Mama K will be in there Thursday, so she's of course her instincts not great. Not doing a show before going in, getting some cuts, some clip, maybe something said so they can play it on the show, so she can, I don't know. She doesn't think like this way, I guess, but she's not going to go and do a recap show about it, which I find to be just absolutely stupid. So because you never know, you go in there on Thursday and then just could be gone. I mean, Kirk did say he's going to ask her questions. What does it mean it's going to happen? You got to make stuff happen. So I think she should do the show. Hope she does, but
it's too bad. It's too bad she's going in after the election, because maybe she could tell us, what happens that night, in advance.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. So you're following stuff. You got it going well.
I don't miss a show. I don't really miss a show.
That's good. Me neither. A lot of haters out there though. So, any other like, snubs that you thought didn't make the list that should have, or?
I thought Josh and James maybe, but I don't know. It's a weird spot because Josh isn't even a Minute fan, so that's kind of funny that he would even make the list, because
sure,
he doesn't listen at all. But he had a big impact in the few things that he did. I thought the debate was pretty hilarious.
That was good.
Yeah.
Plus, Montante is not going to come and do the other debate, so unfortunately, he's going to drink his way through. Yeah, like I've heard from Freddie Lynn said the same thing today. It's like he's like, "Oh, you're going to do on a debate night? We're going to do a 3 up, 3 down, but it's only 40 minutes. I mean, the shit goes on all night. I mean, I don't know. Montante could still go do a show and then still have time to go off and do whatever he wants, but it's unfortunate. Jay, do you have a girlfriend, Jay?
Do I have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want to know.
Yeah. I figured I found a girl that wanted to date me.
Wow.
It's a miracle, but here we are. I have a girlfriend, and I'm almost 2 years sober from drinking because it almost killed me 2 years ago.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. It's nothing to laugh about.
Yeah. I was in the hospital for almost 3 months, and one of the big things, not to sound corny, but, listening to and watching the show while I was in the hospital was big, keeping my spirits up for almost 3 months.
That's good. Yeah, it's good stuff.
So no more drinking for me, because that'd pretty much do me in.
So you guys got marriage coming in the future, or
it's only been a couple months, but
does she mind that you have to live at home? Is she saying like we got to get our own place and do all this together? Or?
No,
that's when the big stuff starts to happen. When they start wanting you to move in with them.
That's true.
You don't get your privacy the same way as you used to. So
I like my space. So I like my space a little bit. So I don't love the whole. I like it where it's at a couple times a week. Hanging out.
Absolutely. Well, listen, you're in the right place. You're in assisted living, just in case something happens. I'm sure they got the proper personnel there to help you, just in case. I mean, we had Beanbag Ron just celebrated a year sober. So congratulations, Beanbag.
Nice.
He's in some crosshairs himself. There's a lot of that in the world. So I don't have too much more for you there, my friend Brandon. You sent me a curveball. You knocked me in the head.
I screwed you on this one, Kane.
Yeah, screw me. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, I would have been more prepared in a different way for you, I guess. Maybe next time I will be more.
You got any more Minifan stuff?
Not that I want to talk about right now. That's for sure. I got to save all my shit for tomorrow with Freddie. Bring him. We got a nice panel tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right.
Any questions here for Brandon? Let's ask.
And I'm planning on going to Mohegan. I'm like 20 minutes from Mohegan, so I'm planning on going to that last Mutt show. Make it down there. Maybe carpool with Andy, and then we can actually become best friends.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know.
Think so. Okay. They're not going to ask questions. We're going to get going. I'll tell you what, Brandon, thank you for coming on. It was enlightening. You know, you want to be careful with the lying. Could get you in trouble. I don't care. I'll do a show for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 12 minutes. I don't give a shit. It's just fun. You know, I like coming on and doing it. Well,
Yep.
we could have had some better clips. That's okay. I'll save the good stuff for tomorrow. And all right, I'm going to let you go, Brandon. Have a
All
good night,
right,
my
thanks,
friend.
Kane.
Jesus Christ. Oh, well. Guy fucking lied right to me. Got me good. I thought I had a big one. Big fish. Andy Mail's best friend. Just imagine the questions we could have asked. Sad to say that's not going to happen. Jackson's running, hiding. He doesn't want to come on. I tried. I probably against, everybody. To be maybe some people that don't like that, but I just want to get his kind of side of the story. I mean, how stupid he could be. I mean, vodka anyway is not something you even want to bring on. To me, it made no sense. I have no idea what those guys were thinking. I would love to know why they brought Dr. Vodka on. He clearly, I don't even know what to say about it. It was so dumb. It doesn't match their show at all. It makes no sense. He wanted to get him on because it's like, John can have him on anytime. It's up to him, He's obviously, nobody wants the guy on. Those guys go on that other guy's show yesterday. And it's just, they just want to be heard. Jay and Vodka not here is better for everybody. They're fucking doxing people. And Vodka's making up stories, supposedly, that people are calling his work, which I just doubt anybody is. I mean, why? I don't know. I just doubt it. He's flailing. He knows he's being, I think it really bothers him that he's being kept off Meeting of the Minds by Sneakers and crew, not letting them on, and John's just going along with it, which is fine. I mean, I don't even blame him. Right? I know I heard Ron say that he doesn't understand. Like, he thinks these guys are being, it's like the censorship. He doesn't want those guys. He wants to go on with them and do the same thing, but it's like they are doing those things. They're talking about where BA works and that stuff. And yeah, I actually respect BA for saying, "Fuck you guys, I'm not going on with you." So, but I don't think we'll be seeing Jake anymore. I got that. It's not bad anyway. Meeting of the Minds has been chopped down to not much left. A new crew is going to be needed. Those guys kind of ruined the show. Luke, Jake, and Vodka and Jay. These guys, you don't need those guys in the show. I mean, I guess they have their moments, but you'd be better off trying to work out a different crew. What am I flip-flopping about, Sneakers? What are you talking about? I'll say the same thing I've always said. Me personally, I wouldn't let anybody control what I'm going to do. I mean, unless it's manners, I guess. If he spikes something, there's nothing I can do about that. But I wouldn't sit and like, oh, I'm not going to bring him on because this and that. It's like, if you're not going to do it, don't bring him on. If you are, and you do it. I mean, I don't think there's any time's going to heal that. So John should just either take a stand, which he's still kind of wishy-washy a little bit. I mean, he's doing it, but I don't think he wants to. It is what it is. I'm not telling him to put him back on there, Sneakers. I don't care what he does. I'm not demanding he does it. I'm just saying he should do what he wants to do for the show. If it's his show, he shouldn't be controlled by anybody with your content. It's kind of stupid, but I don't blame him. I wouldn't have those guys on anyway. And it's the thing I always think about with the Meeting of the Minds is they've had these guys on for a long time. But they've gone on with these guys a million times. It's not like, I don't know, when did you think it wasn't going to happen? And yesterday, BA's not even upset with Jake. And what happens? I warned him. He goes on a stream with fucking Jay and Vodka. I mean, these are the kind of people that you've been on shows with. So I don't blame him for not going on. I don't blame him for putting down the gauntlet and saying you're not going to go on. But those guys are they suck anyway. So you might as well it was the better bet anyway for John. I don't understand what he was thinking. But he has that weakness. He still was bringing Jake on. Jake also was part of the doxing. That's what I don't understand these guys. They all were part of it, So, but when you go on with those guys, you can't expect anything less. Like, these are people that you can't trust. That's why I would never go on a show with them. If you care about that stuff, I really don't. So you can say whatever they want about me, but I don't really care about that. But if you really care about it, then you should never have brought those guys on the show in the first place. So, but I wish Jackson would come on. You know, I'd like to hear his side of it. What do you just his general thoughts. I mean, he's just a fucking. I don't even understand it. Tim too. Tim, what are you thinking, Tim? He just derailed your show. I mean, it was terrible. He made it into like about himself, like he always does, and he's loud. He just never stops talking. He's just a negative guy. He hates everything. There's not one thing in the world that guy likes. Guy never laughs, never smiles. He's a fucking drag to society. He's a fucking loser. Nobody should ever be on any show with him. He's a piece of shit. He's a bad guy. I know it's a lot of these other guys are these trolls per se, but they're not bad people. That guy's actually, I would say, a bad person. So Jay too. Jay is he couldn't be more of a loser than Jay. So they've all made the right move, but again, you can't pick and choose who you want off the show. Jake should have never been back on either. I would say Luke too. Why even have Luke on? He's gonna fuck up too. He's gonna do something stupid. You watch, it's coming. He's gonna turn on you. He's crazy. He's unhinged. Something wrong with him in his head. So you gotta watch out for him. He's definitely gonna fuck you over. So new Meeting of the Minds should be great. Look forward to it. That's about it. I can't believe this guy lied to me. He definitely sent me in a different direction that I want to go, but very, very, very weird angle for whatever the fuck his name was. Brandon. I think I called him something else before. Yeah, not good. 3 up, 3 down tomorrow, 10 o'clock. So far, hopefully this time Freddie won't run away from the stream. He'll stay there. He won't, make up an excuse to run away, so you don't have to answer any questions. But we're not going to grill you too much, Freddie. I just want to see your list. Just want to see that list. We're very curious. Hopefully he'll give us some insight tomorrow. But Kevin from Bristol has agreed to come on. Also, Ned Snark said he'd like to tell his side of the story one day. We'll do another Kane's Corner with him. So PRC will be off tomorrow. It's a little late. He's old. He can't stay up. So it'll be me, Freddie, Kevin from Bristol. Should be a great show. See you all tomorrow, and I'll be that.